everybody, welcome back to the Coral Reef Queens channel. I'm Jodie, the shy person behind the camera's Fran. We're back today to look at the TMC Next Wave 60 tank. You'll see in our previous video that we did the unboxing. Today I'm going to go through all the equipment and let you know how we're getting on with it. So as you can see to the left of me, the tank is up and running. We're going to go through a few bits. I'm going to show you the light schedule on it and the equipment that we've currently got running in there. And we can do a little review and tell you how good it's running at the moment, what's not so good, and what we're hoping to get from this tank. So we've had the tank running now 1 week. I think the rock looks absolutely fantastic. I've been putting little bits of food in. We do currently have 2 hermit crabs, 2 snails. I'm still hoping that there's a yashagobi in there. I haven't shown it before a week because I thought, you know what? Nobody wants to watch me filling a tank up, just chucking jerry cans of water in it. So I did originally start filming it and I thought, you know what? I'll wait. I'll do a week's review and I'll tell you how I'm getting on with it. So, I mean, I've never really set a tank up where I've not used old bacteria from other tanks in the shape of rocks, sand, bio balls, etc. So I have actually used ATM Colony on it. It's the first time running ATM Colony. I've not used this stuff before, so it's been a bit of a learning curve for me. At the moment, nitrates are about 10. We can see little bits on the rock, but all in all, it's doing pretty well. I'm quite impressed with it so far, so we'll go into more detail about the equipment that I've got running on it. I always said my videos would be like an open and honest one, so I want to show the good and the bad with the tank. I mean, I really like the lid. It might be problematic for my Yasha. I never thought about that when I got it, but in terms of this, so you get a little corner bit there and you can snap them off, which are really good to allow for your cables to come through. So I've done it on each side. I mean, obviously I've not there because I'm not having any cables running. So I quite like that. I like the lid. It's really lightweight and easy to take off. The light itself, I really like the glow of it. So it gives quite a purple shimmer to the tank. I have been playing around quite a lot with the light settings. I do like my tank more blue, but I also want some white. So at the moment, I am struggling to get a nice balance with it. It took myself and 4 other reefers to go through the instructions to figure it out. It actually comes with the wire. So the wire runs like this. It's really hard to show you from underneath. Can you see the little part poking out? So it's actually a rubber strip. And I didn't see that on the instructions. So I thought it was another part of a bracket that I'd got missing. So I was racking my brains for quite a while trying to figure it out. So basically what you want to do is you want to run the wire along it and down so that you not see it. And then it obviously comes down and then it hangs down the back, which is nicely tucked out of the way. The light itself is probably the easiest I've ever had to set up. I'm currently running on other tanks, an AI Prime and a Hydra. And although they probably give you more options, I find this is a really simple one to set up. So I'm going to go through it now and show you how easy it is and set a simple schedule up. So you download the app and it picks it up, the Reef Iron app. So it connects by Bluetooth. So you click on your app and then it takes you into the spectrums. So at the moment, all the channels are off. So these are different channels. Channel 1 does the blue intensity. Channel 2, that looks like a mixture of blue, green and red. Channel 3 seems to be the white intensity. And then channel 4 is more of a purple. So you go into your schedule. So I've already set this up. So these are my different time sets. So I've got 11 o'clock,
11:30, 12:30, and it ramps up all through day. So as you can see, that's 11 o'clock. My lights are off at 11. 11:30, that's when the lights start to come on. And it goes right down to 10:30, and that's when my lights totally go off. So it's a really easy app to set up. And then once you've set it up, you simply save it. You choose a blank field, pick the name. So for this one, we'll just call it TMC 60. And then it saves it. And you can go in, you can load whichever ones you've got. So these are ones that I've already got. So that's the one. So it's as easy as that. There is different settings. I haven't played around with these yet. It shows you different statuses and different things that you can do in your tank. Clouds, the lightning setting. As I say, it's a very easy app to work.
Tank really basic at the moment. I've got a little wave maker in there. So, I mean, I was tempted with an Aero 3, but I thought, do you know what? I want this tank to be purely TMC, running on TMC equipment, so that I can give a good honest review, because when I saw it in the shop, it was running just on TMC equipment. So I thought, right, let's stick with that. So we've gone for the Reef Flow 4000. So I really like this wave maker. It does actually come with 3 interchangeable faces on it. So I'll show you on the instruction manual. So you can use that for whatever flow suits you in your tank. I've currently got that one running, which it came as standard. I haven't tried the others yet, but I'm going to do over a period of time and see which one I prefer. Another great feature with this wave maker is that, unlike a set magnet such as on a Nero, you can actually move this around with the suckers. So it's got a lot more flexibility and movability around the tank, which I think is a really good feature. And as you can see, I've only got it on half power at the moment, and it's kicking out a really nice flow across the tank. So in terms of flow, I went for the duckbill. I didn't give the other one any choice really. I used it once and I just thought it's not for me. I didn't like that it was rotating round. I thought I would. I'd been told by a few people that it actually might get clogged, so I think I got into a bit of a panic and thought I'll go for the duckbill. But I'm going to show you it running just on its own. So I'm going to turn the wave maker off so you can see the power that it's blowing around the tank. Okay, so I've turned that off, and as you can see, it's causing quite a nice ripple in the water. I was dubious, I'll be honest. I did think that it probably wouldn't be enough flow for the tank. I'm used to pumps that come with variable flow, but this one doesn't, it's a fixed flow. So, I mean, I'll get you the box, you can see it. So yeah, it comes as a fixed flow. So yeah, this is a controller. This is a spare one that I've got actually. It's really dinky. And I did think that's probably not going to kick enough power out. I mean, I'm running a similar size Jabo one at the moment on another tank. And because it's got a variable flow controller, I can speed it up and slow it down. So this is fixed, but actually, in terms of moving the water around the tank, on its own without a wave maker, I think it's doing a really good job. So in terms of the tank itself, I'll be quite honest with you, I didn't realise that the sump was a totally different layout to what I'm used to. So in terms of normal sump layouts, you know, in comparison to such as a water box, you've got your weir that runs across here, water goes over, and you've got your media and stuff in this section. So the water goes down, under and back over each baffle until it comes along here into your return section, and then obviously pushed back out by your return nozzle. This in itself, this is all open, so it leaves you lots of possibilities to run other equipment. I mean, I want to keep this as simple as possible. So at the moment, I don't have the skimmer running, purely because my tank's too new for it and I don't want to be stripping out any of the good bacteria. So I have a media basket, and I think this media basket's absolutely fantastic. So I've got the filter floss, I've got my bio balls, bag of carbon, and then I haven't got anything running in the bottom section yet. And then I've purely just got my heater and then my little return pump. But the section where the return pump is, you can see how big it is. There's, you know, lots of scope to get a bigger pump, but I spoke to TMC and they actually did recommend the 500 pump. And judging on how much flow it's kicking out, I don't think I'm ever actually going to have to upgrade that. So let's talk about the sump itself. So I've got the two little overflow sections. So this section, as I say, would have my skimmer. I've taken it out purely because I don't need it at the moment. So we've got the water flowing through this section into my media basket. However, we also have, you can see it on the camera, the little plug bit there, which is sucking the water in. And that goes through there, and then it would come up through your skimmer section. And that's when it would be filtered through your skimmer, and then your water goes through there, along the back, and straight back out of the return pump. So it's a very, very simple setup. So I briefly showed the skimmer while I was unboxing it. However, this is it. So it's just a really simple plastic skimmer, an air-driven one. I will show you that going into the tank, so you can see how it fits. So it fits snug there like that. And then obviously what would get sucked up through there and into the skimmer itself. I'm hoping over the next few weeks to do that running then and see what it's pulling out. But as I say, at the moment, I'm keeping it off because I've no need to have it running. So keep with the journey and we can see how good the tank is. I plan on reviewing it again in a month's time when hopefully I will have some of my clownfish in there. I'll start putting some of my soft zoas in. Plan is to shut my other tank down, my waterback tank that I've got. I'm hoping that the light will be able to sustain my zoas and LPS and grow them. So, you know, come back in a month's time, we'll see how it's getting on. We'll see how the skimmer's working, because I should have that up and running by then. The media basket, and see if the pump's still working as it should. But yeah, that's the TMC tank 1 week in. Thanks for watching, guys.